Today guys, we're going to be talking about the replacement headlights we have available here at Online Auto Parts. These are a great option for your four-wheel drive headlights. So today we'll go through the couple of options that we have and how to measure up, because these are a universal headlight, so they're not vehicle specific. So today we'll just be working on the Suzuki Sierra, which has a 7-inch round headlight. So we'll go through a couple of the options that we have, even just for the 7-inch round. So with the 7-inch rounds, we have your crystal clears, which in the video I hope you can see that nicely, compared to something like your OEM replacements lens, which obviously has different glass on it. So the reflection on the crystal clears happens from the back of the glass, well, the back of the bulb, or headlight I should say, and the OEM, the reflection comes through the glass itself, so it all goes off left and right. Another option that we have for something like some of the older Rodeos, and that is this rectangle headlight. So what you want to do is actually remove your headlight and measure this widest point to the outside to inside. So these are obviously known as a 200 by 146 mil. So measuring from the furthest point out to that side, you're looking at 200 and there, and then you know that that's going to be a replacement headlight for you. So we'll get into the removal of the 7-inch ones and just show you how to get the lens out and have a simple measurement of it. So the majority of the time you're going to have to remove your grille. So it obviously varies on car to car on how to remove that grille. So now we've removed the grille, we've got to the headlight here. So these 3 screws here are the actual adjusters for the headlight. So when you replace the headlight, you're going to have to realign it and make sure they are pointing in the right direction. You don't want to unscrew these all the way, because it's just going to be a lot harder to get it all back in together. So they are springed. So with the 7s, push in, turn, and out. So you also want to remove the connector. So another good thing about the replacement headlights is on some models will actually have a sealed headlight, so you can't actually replace the bulb. So anytime you have a blown bulb, replace the whole headlight. So with this aftermarket option, you can replace just the bulbs at $4 to $5 compared to a couple $40 to $90 for a whole headlight. So a very cheap option in the end. So remove the headlight. Now on the back here, you'll need to remove these screws, and that actually helps remove the headlight itself. So I'll grab a new headlight. Now the joys of some aftermarket products is these little tabs right there, there and there are the locators in the headlight. But being an aftermarket headlight, sometimes they're not going to be 100%. So there is ways to get it in there. Sometimes you might have to remove one tab just to make it all locate and get in there nicely. So I'll go out and remove it. So I've removed the old headlight out of the lens. So and this is the new one that I've got now. So another thing you want to take note of is there's an arrow on the top that needs to be facing upwards. So if it was upside down, obviously the reflection is going to be going back into traffic. So in Australia, obviously all our lights need to deflect to the curb side of the road. So always just take note of the little arrow, and then obviously how this one sat in there, you don't want to put it in and then try and put it back in upside down. So I'll get it all mounted in there and we'll get it back installed. And if you have removed the headlights already and you can't remember where it goes, there is normally a straight line mark on where those 2 arrows should line up. So that's the most critical point there, and this is where you come around to putting these all in and getting it all lined back up. Alright, recording. So now we've got the headlight secured into its housing. just a repeat process back, making sure they all line up, push in, turn, and your headlights reinstalled there back into its place, which as simple as that. So matter of putting your new bulb in, rewiring, or put the wiring plug back in. Another thing you always need to do, so now we've got the new headlight in there, so once it's all in there and back, you'll need to put the bulbs in and realign the headlights. So there's a couple of ways you can do this. If you take it to a mechanical workshop, they'll have a headlight aiming tool which can actually go up here and get it set up 100%. Another way is wait till it gets a little bit darker at night, drive it up against the wall and put it at about 1.5 meters away from the wall and line them up to where you think should be good. Take it for a drive down a dark road and you'll see if it's pointing up and spotting possums or if it's spotting the road where you need to be driving. So always make sure you are aligning the headlights before you go out and drive at night time. So a great option for your forward drives if you do have the sealed beams, or if you do happen to break one out and while you're out forward driving. You can find all these headlights available at onlineautoparts.com.au.